Hi friends, Thrift Store Dave here. I am back after a little bit of a break. It is fall season, so I have a few errands I get to run on a random day off. As it nears the end of the year, I intend to bring some stuff to donate. I also have a great weekend of sales, so I'm gonna hit the post office first. As you can see here, got a whole bag of goodies, was able to sell 8 items this week. But then after that, I'm gonna head to Goodwill because it's the cycle of life as a thrifter. If you've got stuff that you can't get rid of and you've tried and even cut prices, it's time to get rid of stuff and then reload. So come with me on today's run and let's see what I find. So a pro tip, if you pay for your postage at home and just bring it to the post office, when you go into the store, they already have the bins out at most places, so you'll be able to just ship without having to stand in line. Here we are at Goodwill, dropping our goodies off. And now in we go to see what goodies we can find. Huge store. Let's see. Some Halloween. Let's begin. The coats drew me, and this one looks very interesting. If you look closely, it's Azalea Wang. Comps for these are all over the place, but these are like jackets or moto jackets. I see them go for anywhere between 30 to 150 bucks. This is kind of unique. I think I'm gonna take a chance. You gotta spend some money to make money. Of course, I can't resist going through the neckties, but they price everything here more. So at $3 to $4 a piece, I'm gonna have to be more judicious, make sure I have some real winners. Looking at hoodies, and came across a Jungkook hoodie. Pricing, let's see, $7. These go for anywhere between 20 and hundreds for some reason. He's a BTS member. So let's see what I get for that. Some very interesting smells here. We're gonna take a look at this one. It's $5. This of Lloyd. It's missing something here. This looks interesting. It's plastic, so I don't think this is gonna have value. This might be valuable. I'm gonna do some researches on this. A lot of cool, interesting pieces here. Just not enough meat on the bone. This is really cool, but the inside is roach, so for $2 it would only sell for 10. Can't make enough money on that. This looks really cool, but no comps. At $9, too much risk. This is an interesting Yankees themed hat, new era. If they want $5, gonna have to see if there's enough meat on the bone. Going through knickknacks, here is something that should just be destroyed. Have you ever listened to a kid play a recorder? Yeah, they should just put this in the trash. 99 cents? No. Let's see what a good luchalibre mask goes for. I've come across a winner here digging through bags and backpacks. It's a split leather suitcase for only $5. Just make sure that it's in decent enough shape. This might be the deal breaker. Hold. Found these not rated fringe suede boots for $10. I think I can make money on these. I'm gonna try. So I ended up grabbing a little more than I expected to. Settled for about $100. So let's go back and see what I bought. Okay, back at home. Quick recap. Went to the post office, dropped off 8 items I sold. Then to Goodwill, donated 2 bags in a giant box full of lots of stuff that didn't sell so I could get a tax write-off. Remember, anyone who itemizes for their taxes can deduct up to $500 of donatable value per year for items that they donate. So it's a way to kind of help take some of the sting out of items that you're trying to flip that you can't. And then unfortunately, got about 1 big bag's worth of items on my way back and dropped about $100. So without further ado, I went out of my comfort zone for some of these items. I don't buy a lot of shoes and boots, but when I saw these boots that were like in perfect unused condition, they were by a brand called Not Rated, and I paid $10 for these. They're suede, they're frill, and I've seen comps for these going in the $40+ range. So I'm hoping to make at least $30 on those. Also, what was drawn to this interesting lamp. It's carved, it's got an angel, but the lampshade also has 6 different engravings. And so this I also paid $10 for. And I've seen comps in the $30+ range. So hoping to make another $20 off of this. After that, I kind of shied away from bulky things because I don't want the basement to fill up with a ton of stuff again. I'm trying to limit the amount of big things and focus on my original method, which was smalls or clothes that I can hang up. So sticking to that, I got a couple luchalibre masks. So there's a Mexican-American wrestler named Rey Mysterio, and people market all their masks after this guy. And so I don't know if this is gonna fit, but yeah, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Here we go. Yeah. So this is a mask, and these were $4 a piece. So I got two. These tend to go for about $20 a piece. So hopefully whoever buys it won't see this video and think that it's dirty. But yeah, $8 in, hoping to get maybe $30 for the pair. After that, oh, right in front of me. I don't buy a lot of leather briefcases, but this was an old leather briefcase. No special name, but it was in good shape. In the video, I thought that this one corner was bad, but it turns out it's an accordion, and so it was just moving. So it's in great shape. And it was only $5. So I see these all over the map for between $30 and $80, even for the no-name ones. So I think this may end up being the belle of the ball. We'll see. Skipping around, I got a few other items here. This was a Thanksgiving-themed banner. It was half price of $3, so $1.50 plus tax. And banners, people tend to buy. This one says Happy Thanksgiving. It's pretty tall. It's clean. It's not sun bleached, so I'm hoping I can get 10 to 15 bucks for it. And this is one of those things I was, already inspired and buying stuff, so I may as well. And this is very foldable and can be stored very easily. So hopefully we'll make some money, but I gotta list this one like pronto. Next, I have found a couple early Christmas items. I can't believe they're putting stuff out, but maybe they're just busting at the seams. I got an atypical Christmas angel. It looks like the Statue of Liberty. It's $3, as you could see, and it's called Fabergé, but it's by KSA Collectibles. Now, these, when you look them up, I Google Lensed it. Thank you, Google Lens. It jumped to a high price, so then I went on eBay myself, did a secondary search, and these are legit. They still go for $30 a piece, and this is new with tags. So this will be a $27 profit, I'm hoping. After that, I went a little out of my comfort zone again, and I got some coats. Coat season's here. I've already sold some hoodies and sweatshirts. So I, again, looked up comps to figure out what I could make on some of these. This is a trench coat, double-breasted, Banana Republic, in great shape, only $10. These are going for $30 with multiple comps. So I'm gonna put that up this week. After that was a vintage one. Kind of took a chance on, $14, but it's vintage Guess. So it's got their original icon. I'm gonna hang this up so the wrinkles come out. But I've seen some of these listed for $50 to $60. I'll take an offer of 30 or 40 and move it along. But I just thought this was really rad, so I had to get it. So a bit of an impulse buy, kind of like this piece. This is a ugly holiday sweater of a sumo wrestler. So again, if you see an ugly sumo wrestler holiday sweater with pieces of sushi around it for just $10, you can't not buy it. Am I wrong? I'm gonna see if there's comps for this. If not, I might wear it to work. We'll see. Sumo wrestling is still in vogue. It happens in our country and people buy tickets for it. And so my thought is it's not a canceled sweater, but I think it could be a very good conversation starter at work. 2 items to go. Thank you so much for watching so far. Please like the video if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe if you haven't. I do lots of videos of this type. This was a $7 hoodie that I kind of thought I knew what it was, and then I looked it up and I confirmed I knew what it was. It says Golden and Jungkook. Jungkook is a member of BTS, the big Korean K-pop band. And I looked these up. There's not a lot of them, so I don't know if this is unlicensed or if it's just really rare. So I might put it up for a certain dollar amount, like 25 bucks, and just see if people bid for it. Yeah, they're all over the map. So took a $7 chance on that, but I feel like I've got so many things I'm gonna make money on, it doesn't matter. This last piece was what you saw at the very beginning of the video. It's very busy. Really cool piece though. It's by a maker called Azalea Wang. And again, I don't buy a lot of women's clothing, but when I saw something this busy, I took a look at it and did some research on it just in the store. And it turns out, again, these are all over the map too. There's none that are specifically Tokyo brand, but they have like letters on them, like high school letter jackets. And so my hope is between that and the more traditional design that they have for something of Japan, I've seen comps anywhere from 50 to 150 bucks. So for $20, I figured it was worth the risk of listing it for $50 and seeing if it can sell, or maybe even putting up for more. So I'm gonna take a chance on it. So that's everything I was able to get just on a nice quiet day off. I'm happy to be back being creative again. I just felt kind of rushed periodically trying to make something every week. And since I'm not doing this for a living, I want to enjoy it. And so I think that if my viewers see how much I enjoy it, you guys will also enjoy it more. So 100 bucks spent, I think I'm gonna make at least 250 bucks on all of this stuff. And it's not a lot of pieces. So this has kind of been an example of you gotta spend a little more to make a little more. But meanwhile, I got some Goodwill points out of the deal, some credit card points for my wife, who has a Substack on travel. So if anybody's interested in traveling for deep discounts using points and miles, shoot me a direct message and I can turn you on to her Substack. But thanks so much everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. I'm Thrift Store Dave.